Yeah, absolutely. So this is our camp kitchen right here. We don't have much of a fire going right now because we're a little concerned about the weather, but normally the soldiers would get their daily rations, which consist of about 1 pound of meat per person per day. Now, as you see, this meat has some bones, some skin, some other inedible parts. That's how they get it up to 1 pound. The meat they mix together with some beans. The meat, they'd mix together typically into a nice soup or stew. And of course, when they're on the march, they don't really have time to dig out a fancy, elaborate kitchen like this, so they would just get some hard bread. Gets the name hard bread for pretty good reason. Now, little individual fireboxes going around like this, there are a couple different reasons for this design. First is fire safety. So say that this were to be a nice roaring fire and a burning stick falls out into this walkway right here. Now this is all just dirt, rocks, clay, nothing really to start a fire with. Now if you compare that though to their other option, which was a big open campfire over there by all the canvas tents and all the grass, it might lead to part of the camp burning down. So they decided to keep it a little bit underground, a little bit away from the rest of the camp. In addition, it works pretty well for conservation. Little individual fireboxes right here. The inside, it's all, as I said, dirt, rocks, clay, stuff that contains heat very well. The heat just bounces off the inside of these walls, goes straight to the center of the pot. Takes a couple of smaller sticks about this size to bring the pot up to a nice boiling temperature. Now, if you compare that again to our big open campfire over there by all the grass and all the canvas, it takes a couple of these larger logs that circle all the way around our camp kitchen here to bring it up to the similar temperature. The little fireboxes right here, it's enough for one tent. Each tent has 6 people in them. So it'd be one person out of the tent who does the cooking for the tent. There's no full-time cooks or anything like that. It's just one of the soldiers cooking for each other. Now, do you guys have any questions about our camp kitchen?
So they were able to stretch out their fuel supply by having a full firebox like that?
Yes, absolutely. A few full logs that size can be chopped down into many smaller pieces to put into the fire. But with the uncontained fire, the heat tends to disperse, especially over there when there's more soldiers about. So it takes a couple of those larger logs. It's very conservative of heat as well as actually the soldiers themselves. Instead of each soldier cooking for themselves and only themselves, it's one person out of the 6 cooking for the 6.
Now would they just leave the fire going for the next person to use, or do they put them out in between each?
Well, actually, this firebox is for the tent, so they would just be cooking at it once per day. And there would be enough of these fireboxes going around at a singular kitchen for to make up one company of soldiers. That's a group of 10 tents. And there would be about 7 or 8 companies at a full regimental camp. So there would be about 7 or 8 of these kitchens set up.
So that's why you have multiple fireboxes going around this circle.
Exactly.
Multiple tents can be here at the same time.
Right, 10 fireboxes going around, enough for 10 tents, 60 men, 1 company. And then a full camp, as I said, would have 7 or 8 companies. So about 7 or 8 of these kitchens would be dug out, and that would feed the full regiment of, give or take, 500 people.
Now what's the purpose of the mound in the middle?
I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's just a pile of dirt. That's all there really is to it. It's just all the dirt from this trench right here going straight into the center. Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you.
Sure, absolutely.